Hi, I'm Mr. Ellman, the STEM guy here in our school district. You're here today to learn about how to use a 3D printing pen. A 3D printing pen is a lot like a desktop 3D printer. You feed plastic into it, it heats up the plastic, and then it extrudes the plastic and builds whatever you program it to build. The same principle is going to work with this pen. Let's take a look at the front of the directions where it tells you how the pen works. But we're not going to do these steps yet. In order to use the pen, you're going to plug in the 3D pen, press the forward button so it begins preheating. When the light turns green, then you're ready to begin. You feed the plastic in the hole while holding the forward button. You adjust the speed by pulling back on the speed control for more speed and pushing forward to slow it down. When you're finished, press the reverse button to remove the plastic, unplug the 3D pen, and return everything to the bin. Let's look at the back of this sheet for your project. First person in the group is going to plug the power cord into the extension cord, and when you do that, you should see there's a yellow light that lights up. You want to press the forward button once, and then you should see a red light there. If you don't see the red light there, you want to unplug the cord from the back of the pen, plug it in again, and then try again to press the forward button. After a few moments, the light should turn green, and that tells you you're ready to start feeding the plastic. Okay, before you start feeding the plastic though, you want to place a sheet of graph paper in front of you. This graph paper is a sheet of 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter squares. Choose some plastic to feed through the pen. If your piece of plastic has some stringy stuff at the end, you want to take the scissors and you want to cut that off so it's a flat edge. Okay, then you want to start feeding it into the hole while you hold down the forward button. And it should pull the plastic in. And when it starts coming out of the front, you can let go. There we go. And I can pull this stuff off. It should be cool enough. Okay, so now it says the first person is going to draw a square that's 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. And you can refer to the photo to show you what that looks like. Make sure you connect back to where you started. If any of the lines are not connected or they look too thin, you can go over them a little bit more. And it only takes about 5 to 10 seconds, and then you should be able to peel this square up off of your paper. You're going to hand the pen to the next person. The next person is going to peel the square up off the paper. You should get a square. Okay, then that next person is going to place the square perpendicular to the paper so it's on its edge and draw a square at a 90-degree angle to the first square that's connected to the first square, like in the photo. And if you draw something that just doesn't work, just cut it or break it apart and start again. And you could even have someone else hold the square while the next person draws. Hold it there for about 10 seconds and hand the pen to the next person, who will peel that shape off and draw the next side. Finally, the next person will be able to attach the first and last side of the square and then complete the cube. And the person who drew last should check to make sure that nothing needs to be fixed. And then, as a group, you should discuss the 4 questions that are near the bottom of that page of directions, and write your answers on the back of the graph paper. When you're done answering those questions, Each group may now draw their own 2D or 3D objects. You can use one of the pictures that are provided as a template, or you can draw your own. You can draw your name, you can draw another cube, or whatever shape you want. When you're finished, you want to hit the reverse button once. The plastic will come out the back. Put it back in the bin. When everyone is finished, unplug the power cord, put it back in the bin. Let a teacher know if you have any questions.